Since Finland and Sweden applied to join the NATO on May of the last year, many NATO members felt frustrated from Hungary and Turkey requests to approve the NATO membership of those Baltic countries. I don't think so that Hungary would be a big issue, but Turkey, yes. As we all know that the Turkish army is the second largest army among NATO, and his approval is very important. Turkey has expressed a lot of hesitation and always was finding many excuses to delay the membership, especially for Sweden, sometimes because of the Western's weapon delivery to Turkey, sometimes about the Kurdish opposition which are resident in Sweden, without forgetting the frequent Quran burning, and the latest one was around 2 weeks ago. But the latest excuse, it was about Turkey membership in EU, as we all know that Turkey requested this membership since 1992. But it looks like Erdogan, he really doesn't want, especially Sweden, to join the NATO. And Turkey doesn't want to make the same wrong decision which is allowed Greece to join the NATO long time ago. So in today's episode, we will get a close look about this Turkish NATO issue. And the question is, did Turkey got something before her approval of Finland and Sweden membership to NATO? If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is your home. Make sure to like and subscribe. Grab your drink, focus, and relax. So the Turkish demands are summarized in 4 points. First, the two countries must not support the Kurdish organization, which Erdogan believes that those organizations are affiliated with the PKK, which the Turkish authority believe that those groups are responsible of the violence that happened and still happening in Turkey. The second point is the two countries must not support Muhammad Fathullah Gulen, a political opponent. He is now considered as a refugee in the United States, and Turkey demanded the US to extradite him back to Turkey in 2016 after the coup d'etat attempt. By the way, Gulen and Erdogan has created the Islamic movement in Turkey, and because of this Islamic movement, Erdogan became the prime minister of Turkey. So Erdogan and Gulen used to be colleagues. Anyway, the third point is the Westerns must drop the weapons embargo on Turkey. And this embargo started when first Turkey sent troops to northern Syria, and also because Turkey purchased Russians S-400 defense missile. The fourth point, that Sweden and Finland must extradite the terror suspects to Turkey. Well, there were no special names that Sweden and Finland must extradite them to Turkey, but it believes, and especially after the Turkish justice minister spoke about it, the two countries must extradite 33 individuals, 12 from Finland and 21 from Sweden. So in the late June, the three countries signed the trilateral memorandum, and everybody was waiting for the big moment that those countries will join the NATO in one time. But it looks like there were a problem. While Finland met all the criteria, there was a problem with Sweden. The Swedish Supreme Court refused to allow extradition of those 21 individuals because most of them has the Swedish nationalities, and some of them even they are a Swedish parliament members. So the question here, did really Finland extradite the 12 individuals? Well, the answer is no. And yesterday, Erdogan felt the pressure from the Westerns, and he tried to play his favorite game. First of all, by giving back the Azov members to Ukraine. Second, also mentioning that Turkey will back Ukraine request to join NATO. But the latest one, he said, if Turkey doesn't join the EU, then Sweden will never join NATO. And after this statement, the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz spoke and said, Sweden joining the NATO has nothing to do with Turkey joining the EU. And those media statements was exchanged between Turkey and the other NATO members. And then came the surprise. According to Bloomberg, Turkey will pass Sweden NATO membership request to the parliament for a vote on the next Monday. And after that, immediately, there were a media statement from Biden. He said he agreed to send the F-16 to Turkey. So my friends, it was not about the Quran burning, about the Kurdish oppositions. It was about lifting the weapon embargo on Turkey. But at the same time, we cannot consider this embargo lifting as a written promise to Turkey. So here we understand all this Turkish propaganda and Erdogan's speech to the Turkish people about Turkey demands and we must protect the Turkish interests. We are the grandsons of the Ottomans. We have ruled the world and we will rule it again. It was just for internal consumption. Because we've heard, and according to Reuters, that the Americans and the Swedish prosecutors now launched an investigation about one of Erdogan's sons, and they accuse him for getting bribes from Swedish and American companies to get a favorable position in the Turkish market. So all this Erdogan concessions, not because that he protect his country interests, and even not because he protect the Turkish people interests, is just because he protect his family interests. Finland joined NATO and Sweden will join soon. Not because they've met the Turkish demands or maybe the Hungarian demands. It's just because the boss want this, the United States of America. Wait a minute, what about Ukraine? Thank you very much for choosing to watch this video. I wish for everybody an amazing day. Bye-bye.